Folks, Mad Accelerated Dragon, we're going to try to demystify the most complicated game for some people, Euchre. Everybody loves a good game of cards. So let's take a look. What we have here is a basic setup. We deal out 5 cards to each player, like that. Everybody has 5 cards, and then we have a side card here. I'm the dealer, so then I would flip this up. This card says is Queen of Spades. Now what this would be suggesting to this player over here is that this player would decide whether they want spades to be trump. Okay, trump takes everything, so well, that's fitting. So let's see, if like a heart was led over here, and a heart was led over here, and a heart was led over here, the 9 of spades would take that if that's trump. Okay, so that's how trump works. Trump is always like the granddaddy card, so it's always the one that takes over. So if this is the suggested trump, and you look at your hand, right here is almost a perfect hand. It will be a perfect after we get done. So he would pass, and he would pass, and he would pass, and it would come to me, and I would have the decision to make spades trump. Now why this is relevant is because this jack of clubs here would become a spade. Okay, the highest cards in this game are the jacks of trump. Okay, and trump is the suit that you're calling plus the same color opposite suit. So as long as this is a black jack, it's going to be a high card. Okay, so if I was to call this trump, this Queen of Spades, I would take this card into my hand and I would replace it with a card from my hand. So let's get rid of this one. That would get turned down, and I would call this Spades trump. Now this is definitely a hand that I just set out because this is very rare, but this is actually the perfect hand right here because everything is the highest card. This is your highest card. It should be here. This is your highest card. This is the second highest card in the game. Then it goes down in suit order like normal, and you'd have your 10 and your 9 over here. Okay, this would be the highest rows of cards if this was trump. All right. The confusing thing for everybody is that the jack of the opposite suit, same color, opposite suit, becomes that suit. This is no longer a club during this. This is a spade. So this is your top right, this is your top left, then you follow your suit order. So it doesn't matter what anybody throws. If they throw out a heart, and then, oh no, he doesn't have any hearts, and then he doesn't have any hearts. I can throw any of these cards, and these are going to take it. If I throw this, this takes it, because spades are trump. Now if anybody threw out, if I threw out this, like that, then spades, this would be considered to be a spade. So if I threw this out in the middle of the table, this is now a spade. So if they have spades, they have to follow. So they would follow whatever spades they have, they would follow their spades, they would follow their spades, and maybe he has this one, he does that. Now this is a bigger card than this, but this is still a spade. So that's the whole trick of Euchre right there, is that you have to be able to keep track of the jack of the opposite suit, same color, turns into that suit. That's all it is. This is the confusion right here. This is the only thing that confuses people in Euchre, is the jacks. Once you see the lay order of how things go out, jack, jack, ace, king, queen, and then 10, 9. Once you see that as a laid out, and you start to understand that this is no longer a club, so if somebody led clubs, I don't have to follow with this. This is no longer a club. I could throw out this and be just fine. This is not a club. This is a spade. Now the only other weird thing about how we keep score in this is that with 5 cards, you're only looking at majority. So you and your partner, whoever's sitting across from you is your partner, you and your partner need to take a majority. 5 cards, so that's 3 books. So if you take 3 books, you get 1 point. And we keep track by the pips on the cards. There's 4 pips on this card, so we would just go 1 point, we took 1 point. If we take all 5 books together, we have taken so many books that we've taken all 5 of them between me and my partner, then we would get 2 points. Now there's one other rule that comes up sometimes, is that if I have this hand, I don't need my partner at all. I'm going to take all these books anyway, so I can say I'm going to go alone. And that means that this guy does not play. It's me playing against my adversaries here. So I would play all these cards, and this is the highest card, so I would walk away with all these. And if I did that with all 5 books, I get all 5 of them by myself without any help, then I would get 4 points. That's all. That's the crux of Euchre. And then you get down to that, you flip that over, and you go like this. You go like this. Now I got this points. And then I would add 1 more, and I would add 1 more, add another point, and then once you get all 10 points, you win. The reason they call it euchre is that if somebody was to call up a trump here, my adversaries call up spades to be trump, and we take 3 books, then they've been euchred. If they call trump and we take majority, then they're euchred. We get 2 points for that. So if they think, you know, well, I've got the 9 and the 10 of spades, so they call it up, and then I just walk away with this and I take them all, it's still the euchre. It's just 2 points. So we go 2 points. That's it. That's all euchre is. That's why we play.